Oh, hello everyone. It's Susie Crypto Granny again. Today is 27th of July, 2024, and the time in Europe is 17:44 p.m. Let's get it on with this crypto market. As I said yesterday, I love this market. I promise you I'll do a couple more contents on the weekend. So it's quite hot here at the moment. I'm actually in Spain, so seeing some clients in Spain. Now, let's have a look at this. Live Coin Watch. Market cap today is 2.462 trillion. Volume still high at 49 bill. Liquidity is excellent at over 6 bill. Bitcoin dominance is rising 55.124%. XRP is going down at 1.35%. Ethereum dominance is going down at 15.79. Doesn't surprise me. 15.7596, I should say, because there is a lot of selling of Ethereum at the moment, and I'll talk about that later. TRX is at 0.488, Link dominance is 0.3355, and Solana is at about, what have we got, 3.44, but just let me make this smaller so we can see it. Solana's dominance is 3.44% going up, and Bitcoin dominance is Bitcoin Cash 3.147. So that looks pretty good, and that's going up as well. And I expect performance out of Bitcoin Cash as well as Bitcoin and many of the other coins that we hold, okay? Also, conflicts are starting to come back, so I'm quite happy with conflicts as well. So let's go through this at the moment and see what we've got here. Bitcoin at the moment today is up nearly 2% at 68,794. Has been higher than that, actually. Ethereum is at 3287, underperforming Bitcoin even on this 30-day indicator here. Bitcoin's up 11.68 for 30 days and Ethereum's down 4.63. Binance looking pretty good at 586. Solana looking pretty good at 182. XRP 0.59. Dodge 0.13. ADA 0.42. Again, Tron is 0.138. AVAX 28.83 looks good. What else we got? DOT 582, very cheap. Link 1359, very cheap. BCH up 4% today, looks pretty good at 392, and Pepe is up about 1%. So let's now go to my videos, what I've done today, and I hope you like it. And before I say that, please look after yourself, your family, your friends, your beautiful animals, your beautiful partners. Please look after animals. I'm thinking about doing another YouTube site just between you and me, my clients that support me, on animal suffragette. I'm going to call it animal suffragettes. I'm sick of the cruelty of animals. I'm in Spain, and yesterday I saw this dog tied up, and it was horrible. I could barely walk, and I want to do something where you can actually out people that are actually cruel animals. And I'm thinking about also seriously giving 50% of my revenue that I earn through crypto for the app and everything to an animal charities all over the world, like Spain, Turkey, and everything else. I really want to do something about that because, as you know, animals are really, really my passion, and I really hope everyone supports me with that. So effectively, we're just going to make, now we've decided for my stuff, we're going to make $65 a month just for the normal stuff, and we're going to make everyone just pay the 65 one, and then I'm going to put probably about $30 from every client to animal places for animals that are being looked after by people that actually love them, animal communities and houses and this sort of thing. So I'm really, really going to do that, and I'm very interested in doing that. So you'll see a bit more of that stuff coming out, but it won't be on this. It'll be on another YouTube channel, okay? But you can have a look at it certainly to support me. I really love that. So let me go to our video and see what we've got, and let's have a talk about the cryptocurrency market today and what's important today. Now, we had Marcus Saylor come out. He said US government should own their own majority of Bitcoin, and I agree with this. There has been talk about this with the US Treasury should be investing in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I think this might happen if Trump gets in. He said that US government should hold the majority of the world's Bitcoin, and he's basically saying it's historic. This is a new asset class. It's critical for the US government to be holding Bitcoin if they want the future of the country to be in cyberspace and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency technology. So I do agree with this guy. He's definitely an advocate of it. He's the chairman of MicroStrategy, and said the Bitcoin conference in Nashville on Friday that the US government should be owned the majority of Bitcoin. He believes that acquiring Bitcoin would strengthen the US dollar, and I agree with that. If it was backed by Bitcoin, that would be a great story. And I think, you know, the US dollar is going down quite a lot, and the US is in a lot of debt. But he said, you know, if it was backed by the US dollar crypto, the country is going to have something to look forward to in terms of crypto space. And, you know, this guy, you know, got a lot of flack from investing in Bitcoin. Don't forget that years ago when he was losing money, but at least he put his money where his mouth is, and he's basically made a fortune out of it. Now it's one of the highest price stocks on the equity market, and they've also done a 1 for 10 stock split. So don't forget that. You know, and he said Bitcoin in 2040 could be worth 13 million. Nothing surprises me. There's no supply. He's basically saying only 7% of the accounts in the world own Bitcoin, and the average return for Bitcoin's been about 29%. He's basically saying he's wildly bullish on Bitcoin, and he sees the largest cryptocurrency price going to 13 million. And he was talking to a Bitcoin conference in Nashville. At the time he said this, the current price of Bitcoin was 65,000. Now we know Bitcoin's, you know, got to about 69,000. And he's basically saying many people will come to this market simply because it's a way of making money, right? And it's only 7% of the total global population. The last time I saw it was 5% global population. But he said that Bitcoin will make people wealthy, and I believe this guy, right? They've accumulated 226,000 out of Bitcoin, and they're making a fortune. Now we're seeing other pension funds go into this. Michigan Pension Fund apparently is buying 6.6 million in ETFs with ARC. It's a state of Michigan retirement system. They disclose that they want to buy Bitcoin, and they've bought the ARC exchange traded fund, which Kathy Wood runs, okay? So we have seen Bitcoin in the last hour or so is up to about 69,000, and we're seeing more and more people, particularly retired pension funds like the Michigan State Pension Fund, buying Bitcoin. We also saw Wisconsin State buying Bitcoin yesterday, okay? So they effectively bought 110,000 of ARC shares, which is the ETF for Bitcoin. And I think this is going to be very, very interesting. It needs to be approved by the SEC, but more and more companies, corporate treasuries, councils, pension funds are buying Bitcoin, okay? And we're seeing more Bitcoin being done every day. It's a no-brainer. I mean, a no-brainer. BlackRock itself has already done about $19 billion worth of Bitcoin ETFs, okay? And this is a great story for any state government or pension, because as I said, a lot of people are running unfunded pensions, and it's not a good story. We saw the state of Wisconsin Investment Board disclose an investment of over 99 million in Bitcoin, and they bought BlackRock's ETF, okay? Even Jersey City Mayor Stephen Phillip has also revealed plans to add Bitcoin ETF to the city's investment. So clearly, this is going to be a big surge for Bitcoin. My God, my phone always goes when I'm doing a podcast. I'm really sorry about this. Bear with me. Always goes. It's quite incredible. Won't be a sec to put this on pause. So with all this really bullish chatter, read Bitcoin, who's buying, and more people are buying. Look, as far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin can easily get to 130 by the end of the year, okay? It's just that simple. Everything is going the right way for a big move in terms of Bitcoin, and also Bitcoin Cash, which I believe will outperform Bitcoin, okay? And that's what I believe in, right? And it's actually coming to absolute fruition. Okay, so also the next SEC chair must be named before the US election, right? And we know Gary Gensler is on contract until June 2025, right? And really, they've got to get rid of this guy. There's no doubt about it. The Vinculos believe that Gensler should go. There's no doubt about it. And someone else should be more proactive in terms of the SEC as the head of the SEC. And they're basically saying, let's get someone that can really help in terms of the cryptocurrency industry and make it great. So, Mr. Gensler, I think you're gone. I'm sorry, Mr. Gensler, but you really are gone. Not many people like you very much, and I think you're out if Mr. Trump gets in as the president, okay? And simply because of over the 4 years that Mr. Gensler's been in power as the chair of the SEC, it's been problematic. He has basically taken billions off clients, took 7.9 billion off Binance, and people are just fed up with all this legal stuff, right? So he has a 5-year term, and I think it ends in June 2026. But I really think Mr. Gensler is going to have to resign or something, because if he's under Trump, he's going to be bullied by Trump to do the right thing for crypto. There's no doubt about that. So let's see what happens there. But I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens with Mr. Gensler. Now, also the SEC backed down on a couple of fines and trials, and maybe, you never know, Ripple could happen with them, but we have to wait, okay? Many other people are out there in the political sphere. Robert Kennedy Jr. delivered a speech praising Bitcoin. He wants a lot, he's promised to sign executive orders the first day of office to be pro cryptocurrency technology, okay? And it's coming, right? It's absolutely coming. Mr. Trump is now going to the Bitcoin conference, and it's all happening, right? Now, Vitalik Buterin denies that Ethereum is centralized. And I believe, I did a video on this, and if you look on our platform under analysis, I believe Ethereum is centralized. It's certainly centralized with staking and large clients, and this is why Ethereum is underperforming, okay? It is centralized. It's not decentralized. It's not getting in many new clients on, and it's just too expensive for what it is. Also, I believe the whole, how can I say, the team seems to lack some sort of direction. People don't really like Ethereum. When you look at the ETFs that have come through from Ethereum, there hasn't been much investing in Ethereum over and above Bitcoin. Clearly, people like Bitcoin more, and they like Bitcoin Cash more, and that's what I see. So I have no reason to buy Ethereum. It is totally centralized, and I think there's a lot of problems with Ethereum, okay? Participating in the network, if you want to do that, you need something like about 32 Ethereum. They're making it a network for the wealthy. The fees on Ethereum are obscene. They still haven't come down that much. And I just think, Buterin needs to do something about this, because decentralization is everything in crypto. And if you don't have it, you run the risk of getting hacked, okay? Simple as that. Any stakeholder that owns 25% can literally, 25 or 30% with collusion can take over the network by 51%, okay? And, to me, Bitcoin is so much more decentralized than Ethereum and many of the other coins that we hold, and I won't hold Ethereum just because of that, okay? If it's not decentralized enough and it's too expensive, why would I hold? It's very, very simple. Also, if we look at the spot Ethereum ETFs, there hasn't been a lot done really compared to Bitcoin, and that's my point, right? Many people love Bitcoin. There's no supply, whereas Ethereum can increase its supply. The US SEC has approved about 10 Ethereum ETFs, but there's only been 106 million. And I don't think that's a success at all, right? We've also seen Ethereum massive outflows from Grayscale, which I'll cover, which have been placed on Coinbase, and they may start to sell Ethereum. And that's why I suspect that Ethereum is underperforming, okay? I don't believe these are healthy flows. I think, Bitcoin, when it started, got millions and millions and billions, and Ethereum is just, the poor cousin, if you want to call it that, right? The poor cousin, okay? So no good at all. Now, Cardano sets the stage for a hard fork. I've mentioned that before, the Chang hard fork. Cardano ADA, I don't like it. In the last rally, it did quite well about 3 or 4 years ago. It's updating its validators and everything else, but they just don't have the client base. And every meme they bought out, or any token they bought out, they've just never performed, right? So I'm not a great lover of Cardano, okay? And my decision about that is right, because seriously, this thing's done nothing. It's done nothing for quite a while. And there's numerous bug fixes and enhancements that are needed within this network upgrade. It is a hard fork, but it doesn't mean there's going to be an extra coin. That's my understanding. It's going to be still the old Cardano ADA coin. So the community will have to go into this new hardware fork, increase their software and everything else, and they need 70% to actually say, yes, this is the story, to have this hard fork, okay, in terms of governance and everything else. So we'll just have to see. Now, Grayscale, as I mentioned, moved 110,000 worth of Ethereum, 110,000 units to Coinbase, 358 million of Ethereum. And I think there could be a chance that this gets sold, right? Why would they be moving Ethereum 110,000, or nearly 110,000, 111,000 units to Coinbase, 358,000, right? Now, maybe this is the case that Grayscale thought they were going to get more buyers of the Ethereum ETF, but they found they've overhedged and bought too much spot Ethereum, and now they're trying to sell Ethereum. That doesn't surprise me. Ethereum is underperforming, and there's a reason why, and it's simply because the ETFs are not as popular as the Bitcoin ETFs, right? Even the outflows in the ETFs have all been down, negative. And, I just think, again, I would not be investing in Ethereum, okay? I don't care. It's not going to perform the way everyone expected. Many people are long Ethereum. The traders are long Ethereum, and they're long and they're wrong. Absolutely wrong. Now, over the next month, we do see a lot of unlocks, okay? And this is where supply comes to the market for coins and tokens. Yield is coming. They've got a 14.0 million unlock. Porter's coming, and you'll see this, all these unlocks. We don't hold any of these, but I'll tell you if we do. Number 3, Singularity Net, which is AI. They're coming with an unlock of 8.4 million coins. And again, this is extra supply, okay, which is not good for a coin if you want the coin or the token to go up, okay? It's just extra supply. And people might, with the unlock, start selling those coins. It's as simple as that, because when you lock something, you have not been able to sell the coin, okay? It's as simple as that, or the token, right? So number 7, Echelon Prime, we don't have, but there's still quite a bit of unlock coming, 358 million. And it may affect sentiment, but I don't think so. These are all small coins and tokens, okay? All small coins and tokens. There's nothing there that I'm too upset about. Manta's there. Let's just go through this, but there's quite a few. DYDX, I've been looking to buy some of that. 8.33 million coins, 10.25 million. Maybe if that comes down a bit more, I might buy someone. And these unlocks are all starting around August the 1st, okay? So you've got Hackash, Linear, and there's many, many others, okay? It just goes on and on and on. So we just have to be aware of that in terms of extra supply coming to the crypto market all at the same time, because when you've got sellers, it affects sentiment and the pricing of crypto on a daily basis. But overall, I'm not too worried about it, because any dip in specific crypto we hold, we are going to buy, people. I just wish I had more money. Seriously, I'm already 100,000 invested, plus the 10 grand we made on Pepe out of our Memi token portfolio, which we put to our investment portfolio number 7, right? So there is quite a lot coming, but, we just have to see how that goes, okay? Now, Avalanche looks pretty good to me. I think it's very, very cheap, has had a rebound. It's a great story. And there's many people that are behind Avalanche. They think it might be another Solano. It is interoperability. It does fairly large transaction per second. I think their transaction per second is about 6,500, which is very, very good. We know the resistance is around 32.60. Avalanche a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was over $100, right? We know it got to $40 or 45. It's still very, very cheap. But I think once it starts moving, it could go very, very quickly. Technically, it looks quite good, AVAX, and it could move high. It has a lot of clients behind it. And, we could see a big pump in AVAX going forward, particularly because it's a very good cryptocurrency and it's blue chip, okay? And many people look at this in terms of the technicals, right? And I think the target probably is around $40 technically, okay? So what else have I got here? Oh, yeah. Donald Trump went to the Bitcoin conference. Market went up 15%. Trump, which we're in, went up to about 23%. It's still at about 55 cents. But even though I bought it too early at $1.17 or $14, I'm not that worried about it, because I think it can go a lot higher, okay? So I'm not that worried about that. Oh, I need coffee. Sorry. So again, people are believing that Mr. Trump will get in as president according to the opinion polls. Doesn't need that. And Polly Market saying 86% that Mr. Trump will get in. And I think that's going to be good for Trump. Memes, absolutely. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. He's got the Bitcoin conference today, Saturday, and we'll see what he has to say. But it'll all be very, very bullish. Now, Mike Novogratz secures $113 million crypto fund, venture capital. And again, this is more buying of physical crypto, okay? He wants to buy, obviously different types of crypto for family offices, institutional and high net worth clients. And again, this is great for the cryptocurrency market. It means that there's more crypto being taken out of the market, right? Also, he wants to set up another fund for 150 million as well. And again, he wants to sell these to high net worth clients, family offices, and treasury and everything else, right? And this is going to be a boom for crypto. I've got to tell you that. This guy, Michael, has been literally with Galaxy Ventures in crypto for a long time. He knows what to buy. Sometimes he doesn't, but most of the time he's been very, very bullish crypto, particularly in the last 5 years or so. And he believes that crypto is the way to go, and so do I. Absolutely. They have a number of different portfolios, as you can see, and they invest in over 100 or so cryptocurrencies, right? Now, Conflicts is one that I love. It's been very disappointing, but lately it's been up about 24%, and it's going to go higher. We bought it around 45 cents, I think, or 40 in our investment portfolio, but I'm not that worried because Conflicts is used as a cryptocurrency blockchain in China, and it's been praised by, all the Chinese politicians, right? And, it's the only crypto, apart from VeChain, that is supported by the Shanghai Municipal Council, right? It's proof of work and proof of stake. It's a hybrid. It's the only regulatory compliant public blockchain in China. And it's starting to bounce. And this thing, I believe, could be worth a lot of money, Conflicts, believe me, $5 a coin or something, right? At the moment, it's still at 19 cents. But it's an incredible blockchain innovation for China, 1.4 billion people, right? We do see the Conflicts as being bought in Turkey and everywhere else, okay? And it's a very, very fast blockchain, okay? Connects creators, communities, and markets across protocols, uses the T-graph consensus algorithm, the proof of work, and also basically it is a hybrid, okay? It's a very, very fast blockchain. They want a bridge between, obviously, China and the West in terms of blockchain and integration. And it's a cross-chain interoperability blockchain with DeFi and staking, okay, and great DeFi support. And it's also Ethereum virtual machine compatible. It uses Solidity like Ethereum, but also it makes it very easy for smart contracts, okay? Their operations in China, America, and Toronto. And I think it's a very great story, this one. They are promoting themselves as a blockchain, global blockchain. They joined forces with many of the Chinese governments, and they're collaborating through all different levels of the Chinese government, right? And this thing, to me, is a sleeper, but when it starts moving, Conflicts, CFX, it's going to go big time, okay? It does support interoperability, Ethereum virtual machine. It supports all different types of blockchains. And the projects are part of the Belt and Road Initiative for China, right? Which is talking about infrastructure. It's talking about food, whether it's fraud, whether it's not. It's, talking about surveillance, everything. This blockchain can do a lot. They're doing NFTs, Web3 compliance, smart contracts, and privacy blockchains, as well as public blockchains using Conflicts, okay? Now, DTX, apparently they've done some listings, and investors are buying Chainlink and Polkadot on DTX. We do want to buy some DTX, but they do have, my understanding, an unlock soon. They have done very well. They're supporting 120,000 digital currencies. Don't forget, there's about 2.5 million of coins of tokens now. And the price looks pretty good, but I'd like it to come down a bit. I'm keeping my eye on it. Also, Polkadot and Chainlink are very much underperformed. but I'm expecting those again to do very well as time goes on. So I'm a big holder of Chainlink. I love Chainlink. I think it's going to be another Solano. I really do. Don't forget, Solano was up about 800% last year, and Chainlink did nothing. And I think Chainlink really is going to be the one in terms of that. Now, again, I've got my stuff mounted up here, but this is talking about conflicts again. It is a terrific story. And, you know, if you don't have conflicts, I'd be buying some now. It's so cheap. It is a joke, okay? It is an absolute joke, the story, and it's a great, great story. Anyway, guys and girls, that's enough for me today. Got to see what happens with Mr. Trump. Certainly in his conference today, he's going to get a lot of mileage out of that. The US election is going to be very interesting, but it's all very, very bullish for cryptocurrency. So have a great day. Thank you very much for listening. Please look after your animals. You know, again, when I start up this new video, I want to out people that are really bad to animals. I want it to go global, pretty much social. And as I said, I'm going to give 50% of my revenue to charities for animals. And I'm going to actually go to those places and make sure that everything's done proper, you know. So I'm in Spain here to see some charities for animals as well. And I'll keep you informed of that. But it's a great project. It's not going to affect my work on crypto. A matter of fact, it's going to make me more determined to make this a profitable business so that I can actually give away 50% of my revenue. I actually need that, because it's not enough for me just to earn money. I'm not a materialist girl. I'm not capitalistic in that sense. You know, I believe in social welfare and socialism to an extent, a living wage. The world is getting poorer and poorer, people getting poorer and poorer, and certainly animals are suffering badly because of that, and food prices are going up immensely. So, you know, and I'm looking forward to it. But thank you very much for listening. Please look after yourself, your family, and your beautiful animals and everything else, and your friends. And I'll talk to you very soon. And thank you for your patience. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you.